Hi friends, I am Ashok Kumar Sharma, Master of Art, the Chairman of People Welfare Foundation and the Director of AK Study Center. Today I am going to discuss on resource. What is resource? And how many kinds are there resources? Those are everything is a resource. Those are resources which are valuable for human mankind. Those are called resource, which has the economic value and which has the value for the human beings. That is resource, and resource can be divided into our basic two: natural resource and human made resource or man-made resource. In natural resources, again it is divided into like biotic resources and abiotic resources. In biotic resources like plants, animals, and living world living resources are included in the biotic resources. And in abiotic resources like mountains, lands, plateaus, rivers, canals, streams are abiotic resources. Again, resources are defined in like renewable resources, replenishable resources, and non-renewable resources. Which resources are renewable, that can be regenerated again, restored again, like solar energy and solar resources, wind energy, wind resources. These are example of renewable resources. And those resources are non-renewable resources like coal, petroleum, because this coal and petroleum take millions of years, billions of years to form into this existence, into this shape. So it is very difficult to make it within a short span of time. So it is called non-renewable resources. And instead of this, there are number of the resources are made by humans and modified by humans, formed by humans. Those are called human-made resources or man-made resources. Resources like bridges, railway tracks, and like dams, and like of types of plantations by human, forestation by human, and this is made again forest kind of this. So these types of the resources can be called man-made resources or human resources. So resources are vital important for human beings and also other living beings like animals, plant world. We have this triangle, just like the physical environment and technology and institutions, and in the middle human beings. And what we want to say that actually physical environment is influenced by the technology, and also technology is influenced by the institution. And both the technology and institution influence to the physical environment and with nature. Which we can say that human beings are in the center of these elements. All these elements interact among one another. So these all three factors are responsible to influence one another, and human beings are influenced by all of these three, such as what will be the condition, the nature of institution according to this institution, and technology will be influenced, and on account of the technology will be, and physical environment or nature will be influenced. Such as example of this, nowadays we have dams, bridges, and different types of the technology like cuttings machines, automatic cuttings, wood cutting machines, like by the help of these wood cutting machines, deforestation is being done. And institutions, according to the institution, different types of institutions like United States Organization, or other institutions, World Bank or UNICEF or other institutions take a decision differently to influence, interact the physical environment and also what will be the formation of the inventions of the technology? So all of these interact one another. We can say this is in short, in brief, and we can just explain that resources, natural resource and natural resources can be divided into again renewable and non-renewable. Renewable can be defined in continuous or flow like wind, water. Wind and water are continuous flowing, so it is continuous and biological. In biological, there is a natural vegetation like forest and wildlife. Wildlife resources again non-renewable, recyclable metals. Different types of the metal can be recyclable, can be achieved, can be recycled, but there are few that cannot be. Anyway, there is discussion not included of that non-recyclable forest like non-recyclable. Example of that fossil fuels like diesel, petroleum, and these types of the resources are non-recyclable resources. We have discussed that it takes very long times, millions and billions of years of science to form this. So this is called non-recyclable resources. Human resources like structures and institutions. It includes like dam, bridges, and like international space stations, etc., and quality and quantity resources. Like we can see solar energy, wind energy, hydroelectricity, coal plant and gas plants, etc. And on the basis of ownership, we can individual resources. What is individual resources? Those resources are owned by individual. Specific, just like Reliance Telecom is owned by individual, any individual by Mukesh Ambani. Like of that. Similarly, some institutions, some educational institutions or other private hospitals, etc., are owned or governed by individual personally, single person. So that can be told individual resources. So it is an example of individual resources. That is the Reliance, Airtel, even AKS Center, and number of the other resources or institutions. Those are individual resources. Community owned resources, an example of grazing, communal grazing fields and parks, and like of these types of the place, community parks, playgrounds, maybe where all the community or the society will utilize this, and all the society will have the authority to power to access this. All the boys and girls and the people of that society, of that locality, have the power to play, have the power to utilize according to their use and convenience. That comes under community owned resources. National resources, example of this, that is the Indian Railway. Example, according to the perspective of India, Indian Railway is the example of national resources, because the Indian government, the whole India has possesses about the Indian Railway. So these types of the like Indian Railways, Indian Airways, Indian Navigations, like other sometimes maybe the national level institutions, government hospitals like RIMS, etc., can become under the national resources that is owned by the state government, and all the facilities is divided to the people of that specific country. That comes, that is called national resources and international resources. There are few resources that are called international resources, that those resources, over those resources there is authority, and that are owned by the international institution, like just like about 200 nautical miles, the oceans, the seas are owned by the international institutions. In this video, that's it, and we will discuss it in details in next video. So please being with us in next video. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel, AK Study Center. Must subscribe our YouTube channel. Still you did not subscribe this to miss the links and the notification of other videos, and please share channel's link to other students, so that the other students can get benefit from us. I am Ashok Kumar Sharma, Master of Art, the Chairman of People Welfare Foundation, and the Director of AK Study Center. Thank you. Jai Hind.